Debuting the 2019 AIA Pennsylvania Architectural Excellence and Special Awards. This celebration of architectural excellence throughout the Commonwealth is made possible by our generous sponsors and partners. Thank you to our preferred partners. Fenner and Essler, provider of insurance and risk management for architects and engineers. Milburn Macris, providing a wide range of legal services tailored to design professionals with offices in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. Offit Kerman, construction law experts specializing in solving professional practice and business challenges for architects and engineers. Office locations in Harrisburg, Philadelphia, and Plymouth Meeting. Summit Technology, AEC Cloud Computing and Technology Solutions. Providence Engineering provides design and analysis services to the building design and construction industry. Thank you to this evening's sponsors. Langen, Sheets, Burt Cromer Cremonese, John Canning Company, Jaros Baum and Bowles, Acoustic Distinctions. Earlier this fall, 3 esteemed jurors from across the country convened at the Cooper Union in New York City's East Village. The internationally renowned all-honors college, comprised of 3 schools specializing in architecture, art, and engineering, was the ideal backdrop for a full day of jurying the 137 project submissions. 2019's honorees exhibited distinguished design in the categories of architecture, historic preservation, interior architecture, regional and urban design, unbuilt projects, impact design, and the newest category for 2019, single-family residential design.
Awards juries are really important. They, in some ways, validate what you do. There's nothing better than to have recognition from your peers.
I think it's very important to have your work evaluated by your peers. I think is important. People who know the discipline well and can evaluate what's working and what's not working.
The way that we look at our buildings and our projects very much is unique to who we are. So this is an opportunity here to show your best work, but to show your work in the best light.
We're setting benchmarks for the profession and the discipline through the awards programs. It raises the bar when you have a thoroughly vetted design jury selecting awards. It raises the bar within the profession discipline of what is considered, quality work.
The people at the highest level really seek out the best in the profession, and by getting the awards, it really puts you at another level for, the kinds of projects that you may be doing in the future.
I think it's important that all architects have aspirations beyond the individual project, that we not only want to solve problems for our clients, but we want to set an example for our community as well.
Bronze awards may be granted at the jury's discretion to projects that exemplify the highest excellence in design in any category. The jury selected 6 projects for Bronze Award honors this year. In the category of architecture, we present DIGSAU with a Bronze Award for the Tyler Arboretum Edible Garden and Classroom Building.
Yeah, we loved the Edible Garden and Classroom project. It was immediately a recognizable form. You see that house shape all the time, but then you realize it's kind of made of terracotta shingles that are allowed to kind of grow moss. And so it was this really playful project that was at the same time extremely serious about kind of architecture and its language, and we really loved that about it, that it could be both playful and really a serious piece of work.
Yeah, the fenestration is particularly sophisticated, I agree with you. When you do these sort of Monopoly House projects, it's sort of beholden and sort of like, okay, now what? And so we, as a group, we sort of say, okay, well, let's dive in there. Sure, it has an image that is at one point iconic, but what else are they doing with it? And I found that this sort of the ability to be inside and not feel that you're in a box. The corners in particular are blown out so that you kind of at one much more with that sort of garden area around you.
It has depth even in its simplicity.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the system of articulation through the terracotta and the way they kind of developed all of these units that wrap the corner, that each have a role to play in the overall articulation of the form, I think is fantastic. The fact that they're using one material, essentially one detail, to skin the whole building, I think is, again, very, very smart, very resourceful in a way. And I think the other thing is the idea that you allow nature to complete the finish of the building over time. Nature, the forces of nature imprint itself. And I think I would love to see this 5-10 years from now and see, if it is truly imbued with the order of change, right? So that
It's a little orange and green.
Yeah.
And hope they don't power wash it.
Right. Or also, you start to see more about its orientation, about the wind, the sun, things like that make it part of the world and make it less abstract and more about its site and place.
And potentially didactic, right? You can learn,
Excellent.
why and where microbes grow and what we get out of that.
Congratulations, DIGSAU!